Well, the Washington Commanders defense has been balling out as of late. There's multiple reasons for it. Yes, we've touched on Dante Fowler Jr. balling out right now, and you got to give him a lot of credit for him being the journeyman, 30 years old, being behind some guys, or even in conclusion with some guys like Cleveland Farrell and everything. But and Dorrance Armstrong, and the list goes on and everything. Like you gotta really break it down for this defense. They've done some really good things, but Frankie Luvu, to me, is showing that he is the defensive piece. He is the defensive star. He is the defensive mastermind by this whole thing. Now, when I say mastermind, I mean that he is the Commander's secret weapon on defense right now. Because if you look at him, he's pretty good in coverage. He's got 4 sacks right now for the Commanders. And it's getting to the point where the way he flies around, the way he is in coverage, and what he brings to you from a pass rush perspective, it is very hard to replicate. Now, you're probably asking yourself, let me backtrack here. Who is Frankie Luvu? Well, coming up out of Washington State back in 2018, he was an undrafted free agent and was signed by the Jets, and kind of got a little bit of play here and there, had 3 sacks in his rookie season and everything, and then you can kind of see him up through the ranks before finally joining the Panthers, and that's where he really was starting to break out. He was a sideline-to-sideline guy, and was really making plays for the Panthers. Had 43 tackles in 2021. Came back the year after that, 2022, had over 100 tackles, had a pick 6, 7 sacks, and then in 2023, 125 tackles and 5.5 sacks. And then now for the Commanders, we're not even 6 games. We're 6 games into this. He has 43 tackles. He has 63 tackles and 4 sacks. Like, this guy is absolutely getting it done. And I understand that he is one of the many cogs on this defense, but you got to give it up to him because he's just coming out there and balling out. And I think it really comes down to the fact that with everything he's doing right now, it's really in part of I don't want to say a misfit toys type defense for the Commanders, but it's working. Like, they are putting him in coverage. They are having him rush the passer. They're having him stay in the running game. Like, he is playing very well right now. And yes, I understand that the Commanders lost Jonathan Allen. We're waiting on Jer'Zhan Newton to play like we know he can. And plus, like we mentioned, Dante Fowler Jr. is looking really well. Cleveland Farrell is playing some really good snaps for the Commanders right now. But this all flows through a guy like Frankie Luvu, where if he doesn't play on top of his game and he's not making plays from sideline to sideline, the Commanders are screwed because they don't have any, like, in my opinion, like, Frankie Luvu is just that big of a player. Like, they don't have a player like Frankie Luvu that can go around and make these kind of plays, and where you can put him in a lot of different spots. And right now, what he's doing for the Commanders deserves a lot of credit. And so Frankie Luvu balling out right now and deserves to get the flowers for how the Commanders defense is playing right now, or at least is a big reason as to why. But it's a lot of fun to watch so far. But overall, let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.